Missing someone. Missing someone. Missing someone. Love with all your heart. Missing someone. Love with heart. How much you miss it. And you deserve. And you deserve. And you deserve.
Hello, welcome to this vlog. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emma and this is a weekly reading vlog. It is Wednesday, November 4th. I keep thinking it's October 4th because I can hardly believe that it's already November, but here we are. I just got out of all of my obligations for the day, and so I just wanted to sit down and start this vlog. I haven't talked to you yet this week because I haven't had much to tell, but I do have some things to start us off with, so I'll just go ahead and get into those and then continue letting you know what's going on today and the rest of the week. I guess this will be like half a week and weekend reading vlog. I don't know, I just haven't been able to do very much reading. I've been doing some reading, if you know what I mean, but anyway, so the physical book, one of the physical books I'm reading right now is The Once and Future Witches by Alix E. Harrow. I am approximately, drumroll please, 13 pages in, and so far, after introduction and one chapter, I think it's delightful. I am so excited. It's a big thick one, but I think it's going to be great, and everything about it is intriguing and exciting to me. If you don't know, this book just came out recently. It is about three sisters. They are determined to use the suffragette movement and the female vote to bring back witchcraft. The tagline of the book is "There's no such thing as witches, but there will be." So it's very exciting. The cover is very beautiful. I've really been enjoying carrying this around with me the last few days. Not that I've done any reading in it, but you know, it is what it is. And then the other book that I'm reading physically is actually for my Victorian literature class, so it's a school book, but I'm actually kind of enjoying it, and it's a novel and not a textbook, so I thought I would show it to you. It is Jude the Obscure by Thomas Hardy. We are, so far according to class, we're like 90 pages in, and that's all that I've listened to because I don't have more reading due until Monday, so I'll do it this weekend. But I am actually enjoying this a lot. I think it's really interesting. I like the writing style, and the character dynamics are really fascinating, and the whole book is about character development. So that's why I am liking it a lot, and that's why I anticipate I will continue to do so. Jude the Obscure is about a young man named Jude who is torn between three things: his love for academics and for the church, and his desires to be either an academic, a professor, or a man of the cloth. He's also torn between that and his sexual desire for a woman named Arabella, and his desire to be pure and one with a pure woman named Sue. So all of those things going on with Jude. He's very tender-hearted, he's very gentle and susceptible and gullible, and I like him so far. I think he's an interesting character to play around with. But anyway, that's this. And then what I've been doing the majority of my reading on this week is The Sinister Mystery of the Mesmerizing Girl by Theodora Goss. It's the third and final book in the Adventures of the Athena Club series by Theodora Goss. I've been listening to it since the beginning of October. I listened to the first book, The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter, and then the second book, European Travel for the Monstrous Gentlewoman, and now I'm listening to the third book, The Sinister Mystery of the Mesmerizing Girl. If you don't know, the Adventures of the Athena Club series is about the Athena Club, a group of young women who came together when they learned that they were all sort of subjects and experiments of the old classic horror mad scientists. Think Victor Frankenstein, think Dr. Jekyll, think Dr. Moreau, Rappaccini, all those types of men. Oh, also Abraham Van Helsing from Dracula. All those types of men, their subjects are partially their daughters, and so you've got all of these young women with these strange abilities coming together to stop these men and others from continuing their inhumane and unethical scientific practices. I have been loving this series so much for a couple of reasons. One, the audiobooks are amazing. The narrator has the most beautiful voice, and she has a distinct voice for every single character. So even if it doesn't identify the character before they speak in the narrative, you can tell who it is. Secondly, it is so intricately detailed. Like, everything that they do that gets them from point A to point B is in the story. I'm talking what they eat, I'm talking what they're wearing, I'm talking how they talk to each other, and every word that is exchanged between the young women in the story. It is so detailed. If I was reading any other type of book, I think I would be annoyed by this level of detail. With everything going on right now in the world and in my own life, an extremely high level of detail is a really comforting thing in a book, actually, especially a book that is very exciting plot-wise, very interesting character-wise, not to mention the character dynamics are also amazing, but the level of detail is really comforting, and I really like that it's set in Victorian London and Victorian Europe at large. In the second book, they travel into Europe. But anyway, I'm really loving the series so much, and I really recommend it. If it sounds at all interesting to you, I think that you should read it, pick it up, listen to it on script, do whatever you've got to do to read it, because I'm really loving it. I think at this point I have about 6 hours left. I may have a bit less because I listened to it this morning, and the last time I checked on my time left was last night, but I think it's about 6 hours left, which is less than half, so that's pretty exciting. I have no idea what I'm going to listen to when I move on past this book because I have no new ideas. But anyway, those are my updates. I'm going to go on a run right now, maybe come back and take a little nap. I'm really hoping to, because I need it. I'm gonna have dinner and then I have to go to my job. I usually don't work the night shifts, but the people who are working, I work in the writing lab at my college, and I am the student supervisor of that writing tutoring lab, and so I am forced to I have to step in when people are missing. So that's what I'll be doing tonight from 6 to who knows when. But I have to study for a test tomorrow, and I need to edit my video that I want to post today. So I'm hoping that at some point I'm going to get to do some reading tonight, because I would really love that. This morning, the choir that I'm in at college performed in chapel, so that was really exciting and really fun. So this week has just been a little bit crazy. I also started a new class this week. I'm taking a 5-week online class for my senior seminar for my psychology degree. I have to take 1 senior seminar for my psychology courses and 1 senior seminar for my honors program courses, so that's really cool. So all that's been going on this week: extra choir performances, new class, filling in at work, bunches and loads of homework that I'm just trying to get done, all of the things. So I'm hoping that somewhere in here I can get some reading done, but right now I'm going to go run, listen to my audiobook or a podcast, not sure yet, and then I will touch base with you again soon. Good morning, happy Thursday. I've got some strong brows today, but today is Thursday morning, like I just said. I have a test today, and then after that, I don't really have any homework that is due the rest of this week, today or tomorrow. I have some homework due Sunday at midnight and then some due Monday. So my plan for today is to read this here book. I just decided, I read the first chapter Sunday night and I was really sleepy, and then I tried to read the second chapter last night and I think I fell asleep halfway through. And so I'm just gonna start fresh, start all over. I have 3 hours at work today. I need to do some administrative tasks for the writing lab place. But after that, I am going to, I think, hunker down on this. I also am planning to FaceTime my parents tonight. But after that, I think it's gonna be reading time today. I've been wanting to take like one day this week because this week I've had more homework than I have had the last few weeks. I've wanted to take one day to just sort of like, today I'm reading most of the day except for my other obligations. So this is the book. I'm super excited about it. The first 2 chapters so far, I think the first 3 chapters are introducing the 3 sisters individually, and I'm very intrigued based on the first 2 chapters. I've met 2 of the sisters. I've yet to meet the 3rd, but their names are so awesome. So anyway, I need to go get some breakfast. I'm gonna go run down to the library. We have a little cafe thing down there, get some breakfast, and then I have my test, which I didn't study for because I couldn't focus when I was working last night, and I just ended up editing my vlog and posting it. But I paid attention in class, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see. It'll be great. It'll be fine. I'm the model of a responsible student. Actually, no. I mean, like, I'm a realistic student, you know? Like, I don't study for every single test because sometimes it just doesn't happen. And that's okay. Anyway, I will talk to you soon. Happy Friday. I just finished listening to The Sinister Mystery of the Mesmerizing Girl on audiobook, and I turned on the camera to give you all of my thoughts on the series. I spent 20 minutes recording. I said everything exactly how I wanted to say it, and then when I turned it off, I realized I was talking to the back camera, but I was using the front camera, and I hadn't flipped the screen around. So I'm going to try to figure out how to use what I said and re-record it later. I'm about to get up and go to my second class of the day, which is Victorian literature. Very exciting, fun stuff. And then the evening is mine. I'm planning on doing a lot of reading this evening, and also recording my video for tomorrow, which will be my October wrap-up and November on my radar, as well as re-record my huge vlog clip with all of my thoughts on a 3-book series that I already perfectly articulated, but I have to figure out how to redo it and say everything I want to say. So anyway, everything's good. Everything's fine. It'll be okay. But right now, I've got to go to class. Hi there. So I just filmed my video for the week. It was my October wrap-up and November on my radar / TBR kind of thing. And I really want to put in the clip that I filmed earlier. It's just so frustrating that I did that. I am so exhausted. I'm so ready for this semester to be over. I'm so ready to finish college and get out of here because honestly, I'm so done. I don't want to be negative, but I do want to be realistic. I don't want to pretend like I'm having a grand time on my vlogs when I'm not, because sometimes I am. Like, I'm loving the books that I'm reading recently. I feel like I'm having a lot of really great picks. I'm getting through a lot of things. Obviously, like, this was the stack of books that I read in October, not to mention audiobooks as well. That's an update from me. I'm gonna go chillax, and I'm gonna make some pasta, and then editing video, and then reading. Hi, so this is Emma editing this video. I wanted to let you know what I decided to do with that review clip of the Extraordinary Adventures of the Athena Club series is I'm just going to make a designated video. It is a spoiler-free review and it's pretty comprehensive, so I figured if I do a bullet journaling clip or something like that, there will be plenty of talking to fill an entire designated review video. So be looking out for that if you're interested in seeing my review for the series. It'll be a full series, spoiler-free review. I will let you know just now that I totally loved the series. The second book was my favorite of the 3, and I'm rating them all 4 stars. Sunday. My kettle is gonna start boiling in the background in just a second, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of a reading update and a Sunday update, because Sundays are like my big day to rest. Yesterday I tried to do homework and I did do one assignment that's due tonight at midnight, but the rest of it is due later in the week, and so I really just couldn't motivate myself to get there. Mental health and senioritis are really taking a toll on my academic initiative, I guess, but yeah, so that's all right. It's okay. So I just wanted to tell you what's happening today. I woke up with a headache, which is delightful. So I'm going to do my best to stay off my screens at all costs, except for maybe turning on or off an audiobook or music or something like that. I ended up overusing social media yesterday and it made me really anxious, and it could be part of the headache that I'm having now. But I have a violin lesson today, have church later this evening, but right now I just wanted to give you a little reading update for this week. I may sit down and talk about it more later, but I am now past the halfway point of The Once and Future Witches by Alix E. Harrow, and this is it's so good. It's so captivating. It's basically all I can think about. I mean, it's not all that I'm thinking about because the election just happened, so I'm thinking about that and I'm thinking about this. But like I said earlier in the vlog, or like I said, oh no, I said it in my wrap-up video that I posted yesterday, the writing is exquisite. It's amazing. It's so instinctual and guttural and at the same time gorgeous, and flowery at points. She says what she means, and it may not make cognitive sense, but it makes sense anyway. The plot at the halfway point is just starting to crack open. Like, it's been intriguing and entrancing since the beginning. There's my to hear it. But at this point, it's really starting to pick up. Things are starting to happen. Things are starting to be fulfilled. And it's so good. It's so good. This is definitely on its way to a 5-star read, just out of the sheer quality of the writing and the story and the characters. And the world building, the world that she's created that supports this story, it's so easy to fall into. It's almost Veil-like, you know, when you read like high fantasy, something like The Fifth Season or like Tolkien, you realize that you are in, you know, like this is another world, right? But in this book, it's almost like when you start reading, it sort of enshrouds you, because it's, you know, at least for me, like it's based in American history and the Salem witches, and it takes place in America, and the sisters are from down south, and I'm from the south, and so it's just like, it's very realistic to me. And then all of the magic is based in, you know, classic fairy tales and classic nursery rhymes and things like that, and so you know what you're reading, especially for me, since I'm from Southeast United States. I know what I'm reading, but then I don't realize how magical and how electric the world is until I put the book down, and then I look around me and I'm like, oh yeah, that's not, like, it's just, she's done it so well. Yeah, this is just so good. I'm loving it so much. And then today I have to read a good chunk of Jude the Obscure for class. We have a reading quiz tomorrow, and I'm supposed to be through parts 2 and 3, so I will be listening to that and reading along with the audiobook, and just getting that done. I'm liking Jude so far. It's not going to be a book that I rate or talk about a lot, but I just wanted you to know that's what I'm doing today. Doing laundry, violin lesson, church, reading Jude the Obscure, and hopefully some of The Once and Future Witches when I finish my reading for Jude the Obscure. Hi, welcome to the end of the vlog. It is about 9:30, so it is time for me to close out this vlog and get ready for bed and go to sleep. So I just wanted to give you a last reading update. I finished the section of Jude the Obscure that I had to read. It was, I'm actually not sure how long it was, but it was parts 2 and 3 of the book. It's just really sad. That's really all I have to say about it, since I'm not since it's for class, I'm not going to talk about it a ton. It's getting sad. It's getting to the sad part. Today, I have read a really good chunk of The Once and Future Witches by Alix Harrow. I am now on page 292, and there are 500 pages, 510 pages, I think. So I am nearing the end. I am about 100 pages. The story has become really big. Like, I'm surprised at how much it is unfurled and how much it encompasses. The writing is still like 12 out of 10, and the plot just keeps twisting and turning all over the place, and it's really, really cool. I am really enjoying it a lot. And then I have been listening to the audiobook for Come Tumbling Down by Seanan McGuire, which is the 5th installment in the Wayward Children's series. I think so far this is my least favorite, but it's a necessary installment. The 6th one comes out early 2021, so that's pretty exciting. I love the Wayward Children series. I think my favorite is Beneath the Sugar Sky, followed closely by Down Among the Sticks and Bones, I think. So the finishing of those 2 books, Come Tumbling Down and The Once and Future Witches, will be in my next reading vlog. I may read a bit more tonight, but I definitely won't finish this, and I'll finish it either tomorrow or Tuesday. So yeah, that's all I got for you tonight. Thank you so much for watching this video and for hanging out with me in this vlog. I hope that you're doing well. If you're not, I hope it gets better soon, and I hope that you love what you're reading. Goodbye.